Welcome to the channel, y'all. It's Wes with DIY Food Plot Pro, and today we are talking about a food plot that requires minimal lime, has an extremely high traction, minimal fertilizer is needed, it's a cheap plot to produce, no equipment is needed, and it grows virtually everywhere. This plot checks off a ton of boxes that hunters are looking for as far as easiness, cheapness, and no equipment needed, and a high traction rate. That's a plot that we all need to be implementing on our farms more and more. So if you haven't guessed it yet, the answer is cereal rye, not to be confused with ryegrass. I've got 8 reasons why cereal rye really needs to be implemented on your farms and your food plots, and let's get right into it. Number 1, minimal fertilizer is needed. All we're looking at adding is 20 to 30 pounds of nitrogen, assuming your P and K is not just rock bottom low, you've got any in your soil at all. Add 20 to 30 pounds of nitrogen to get that dark green color, and you are in great shape. Cereal rye, oats, and wheat are the 3 easiest plots that you can possibly produce. All you have to do is go in and spray, put a little bit of nitrogen down, and as long as you have seed to soil contact, you can spread that seed on top of the ground right before a good rain, and you can feel confident that that seed is going to germ up and you are going to have a beautiful dark green lush plot that the deer really like. I think this point is what makes this such a versatile crop for so many folks. Is it doesn't need equipment and it's no-till. You don't have to have a tractor, a disc, a planter, a drill. You don't have to have any of that stuff. All you literally have to have is some way to spray the ground and a hand seeder to throw that seed on top of the ground before a heavy rain. It's so easy. Cereal rye is one of the cheapest plots that you can produce for multiple reasons, but main reason is the actual cereal rye is not expensive. We don't need the expensive blends with all kinds of different things. Just get 2 to 3 bags of cereal rye per acre and spread it out on your food plots with 20 to 30 pounds of nitrogen, and that's all you really need to do. There's no management, there's no clipping like there is in alfalfa, there's no deer damage from overgrazing like there is on soybeans. This plot is really pretty foolproof, and it's a really solid plot that a lot of us should be implementing a lot more on our farms. Cereal rye is really attractive to whitetails, especially that first 2 weeks to a month after it comes up. When it's small, those deer will hammer that cereal rye. Another reason that this crop is so dang versatile is you can overseed this stuff into just about anything. And that is really what I'm all about, is trying to combine as many food plot systems as I can into that one plot to give that deer a variety. Don't just put clover out there. Don't just put corn out there. The more stuff you can put in that plot, the better off you are. So if you can put your standing corn and then overseed with cereal rye, which is no trouble at all, it's super easy to do, takes a little bit of time because on those rows, especially if you have it thick, it doesn't really want to spread a huge swath down through there. But you can walk down those rows easy and spread cereal rye, and it's going to germ, and then all of a sudden you're going to have 2 crops out there rather than just 1. And if you plan that from the beginning, whether you're raising corn or soybeans, you can already have enough fertilizer down there that you don't have to go back and add any fertilizer. That makes it even better. And cereal rye is great about being able to grow just about anywhere. If you have rocky soil, if you have poor soil, if you have some of those places where it's a real small plot in the woods and you're worried about overgrazing, you can't get a ton of fertilizer to it, you don't want to mess with deer fences, cereal rye fits all those bills, and it's really a good crop that you can depend on when a lot of the other crops, there's just no way that you can raise those in those smaller spots, bad soil. Cereal rye is going to be a good plot for you. But I think this is what I really like the most about cereal rye. And it's a procrastinator's crop. Or It's an emergency rescue crop. What do I mean by that? If you went out and planted a bunch of corn, soybeans, anything like that, the deer just completely wiped it out, or we got into a drought and it didn't make anything. This plot is completely ruined. What the heck am I going to do? Cereal Rye to the rescue. It's going to germ up fast. It's going to be high traction. It's going to be all these things that we've already talked about. And it's going to be a good rescue plot. And it's going to be a really good plot for you guys that don't do anything with your food plots up until late summer, early fall, and you think, oh crap, I meant to plant a bunch of corn or beans or alfalfa, and I just never got around to it. Well, this plot will save the day for you. Stuff for this fall. So you can see, got about 1/2 to 3/4 an acre of standing corn, which it made a big old ear. Got a very good yield down in this bottom. And what we did is we come in and worked this ground real good and sowing. Thank you guys for watching. If you found it helpful, smash that like and subscribe button.